Hey, hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Just getting set up here. Let's see. How's everyone doing out there? Trying to get situated here on the laptop. I know it's live because I just checked there, but for some reason it's not showing that we're live on YouTube. Hang on a second. There we go. Took a second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love Pugs, how are you? Welcome in. How's it going? Hey, Brian, what's going on, my friend? How are you, buddy?
Hey, Brian, how are you? Right?
All right. Just give us a quick moment. We're getting our snacks ready. Getting
I know. Keeping it simple tonight.
situated here.
Keeping it simple. Do a little chips and salsa.
What is that?
What was that?
Is it a new family member
ghost?
in the house?
Is our ghost joining
It's our
us?
ghost. Wants to do ghost stories tonight.
What was it? Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay. A painting just randomly fell off the wall.
Oh, that never happens.
Okay. Couch is covered. And just kind of
You're good.
keep it between us here.
Well, thank you guys for liking the stream. How is everyone doing out there?
It was a windy one today here in SoCal. It's like, kick your allergies up if you have any and throw them against the wall. Right? I don't know. So, we had voting for the movie, and between Instagram on the post, on YouTube, and I got a couple last messages today, we still have a tie. So the tie is between Ghostbusters and the movie Legend.
Yeah, I haven't seen Legend in a long time either.
Really long time. I don't think I've seen.
Super
I don't think
long.
I've seen either in a long time.
Yeah, same with Ghostbusters. It's been a minute. Hey, Vanta Crew, what's going on, friend?
Vanta Crew.
And Grunch, welcome
So
in.
I think, is Miss Garcia in here?
I know, right?
She might understand this. We're gonna bring it out to a coin toss. What do you guys think? What do you think? A coin toss?
I think so. A coin toss. We're gonna have to do a coin toss today.
So should we do heads, Ghostbusters, and tails, Legend?
Legend.
What do you guys think? Heads or tails? So we're going to go ahead and flip. So we wanted to get started early with you guys and do the flip. Daniela, call heads or tails? Heads, what? Ghostbusters? What do you think? Yeah? Okay. And to keep us honest, Daniela's going to let us know what we got here. All right, ready? It's on the floor. Okay, what is it? Heads. It's heads.
Okay.
So, so that means it's going to be Ghostbusters tonight, which is good because Ghostbusters coming out here real soon. I know Legend was special to a couple of you, so you know what? We'll just do that one next.
Yeah,
we'll just do Legend next. Yeah. So we already know what we'll do on the next one. So for this one, go ahead and get set up with Ghostbusters. Get it on your your second device, whatever that may be, so Living Dead Dad can get that on our television. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, don't forget, you guys have to, if you want to watch along with us, then you have to have 2 devices, like a laptop.
Good choice, Grunch. We on with that?
Cool. Laptop, tablet, cell phone, and I'll put the little timer again. If you missed the last watch party, we did a countdown timer. I know there's like a slight delay on here, but we'll roughly be around the same time probably. That's the hopes. We can all enjoy the movie together. Let's see. Ghostbusters. There it is. Free. Oh yeah, and it's also...
They're free with ads.
Free with ads, so we don't have the YouTube Premium, so we do get ads, and we'll just skip the ads. We'll announce when the ad came on, and then we'll hit skip so we can get through the ads together at the same time. Or if you guys happen to have YouTube Premium, you don't get ads, I'll just let you guys know that maybe on your end, pause it for a quick second till we get through the ads. So that we're relatively watching together at the same time. Hey, Darlena, how are you, friend? Welcome in.
Mouthful.
Hey, Christina Holmes, how are you?
Darlena, welcome in. Christina! Imagine the pink monster mouth.
Let me put it in the chat in case you guys are just joining us. There was a tie, and we just did a coin toss, a flip, and we'll be watching Ghostbusters tonight. Ghostbusters won the coin toss.
Someone new?
Hey, Christopher Jackson, how are you, friend? Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
How are you, Christopher?
So I'm looking at my laptop instead of the camera.
I know. Our eye connection here tonight.
All right.
So, Christopher, welcome in. Tonight we're doing a watch party, and we had to flip a coin because we didn't know what movie we were going to be watching, because on the voting we had a tie between Ghostbusters and Legend, and so we just flipped a coin, and so we're going to be starting Ghostbusters.
All right. Let me see. Oops. Let me go to if I can pin this. There we go.
You're not ready for school on Monday. Did you have a spring break this week? I know everyone's spring breaks are a little scattered. So some people had this week off, some next week. I think our kids aren't for a couple more weeks yet. So yeah. I understand that lull of your vacation time coming to an end before school starts again on Monday.
Hey,
never fun.
Victor, welcome in. Happy belated birthday,
Victor,
my friend.
Happy birthday to you. It's his birthday month. Birthday month.
Still celebrating, right?
We're going to party like it's your birthday.
All right.
Okay.
Darlena says, ours in Ohio spring break starts next week.
Next week?
All
okay.
Right.
They kind of stagger the schools out here. I think we have so many kids, so many people that it used to be centered around what day Easter fell on. And now it doesn't. It's just kind of in spring.
Yeah.
The beginning of spring.
Christina says her kiddo spring break starts on April 1st.
I think that's when ours start.
April Fool's Day, right?
Yep, April Fools.
Joke's on all of us,
That's
isn't
right.
it?
Your kids are going to be bored for a week.
All right.
Yay.
Hopefully everyone's having a good, what's today, Wednesday? Thursday? I forget what day of the week it is. It's Thursday.
I know what I wanted to ask you, Victor. What day are you going to be at Disneyland? Was it Friday you were going to be at Disneyland, or was it a different day? We have reservations for Friday, so wondered if we would be seeing you. We will be there Wednesday. It's Dragonblood's birthday. And then Friday, we have a reservation, and I wondered if that lined up with your reservation, Victor.
Darlene, hopefully don't lose power and Wi-Fi. Oh no, wall-to-wall storms and tornado warnings right now. That's scary.
That is scary. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't even imagine that. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, California earthquakes. Knock on wood. We've never had one. Now up north has, but it's been a long time. But we've never had one around here that has really put us in any kind of position to lose power or whatever. Now that I have said that, hopefully
wood,
nothing
right?
happens. We've been having a lot of small quakes, and I'll take those. I will take a million small ones, and hopefully it alleviates the pressure off of the big one. But we'll put you in our prayers, kiddo, and hopefully everything weather-wise works out for you where you're at and where everyone's at. I know people are getting snow right now.
Yeah.
It's spring and everyone wants to spring, yet the snow is coming. So, yeah, that can be scary.
Hey, what's up, Slim
Hey,
Devin? How
Slim,
are you?
welcome in. Thank you so much
He
for
says-
dropping in.
That cup looks familiar.
That cup looks familiar. Isn't it the coolest cup?
Aren't they the best?
Oh my gosh. We love them. We literally...
Congrats again, Slim.
Slim won our giveaway on the Tumblr here. And so he got his last week on Friday. All right. So what do you think? Is everybody in here? You guys ready to start the movie?
Let's get acquainted. Did you guys get all your snacks and food
Got your
and
snacks?
drinks? Nothing too crazy today. We're just got these chips look fun. Where are these from?
Oh, okay. Where do you think? Aldi.
Aldi.
So these ones are actually like organic whole grain. I don't like the oil they're cooked in, but they're good. I like them. You're going to like them too.
Okay, cool. I can't wait to try. And then the same.
You're going to like them too.
Whether I want to or not, I'm
Going
gonna like
to.
them.
I know the way that sounded.
And
You're
this
going to
is
like
from
them too.
Aldi too.
Also from Aldi.
Mild fresh cut salsa from Aldi. Highly recommend going to Aldi, guys.
It helps us cut back on our grocery bills substantially. And I like the food. I've heard some bad experiences, but we really haven't, other than you need to shop early because they tend to run out of things like sour cream.
Yeah.
What else do they run out of? Certain bread items, bakery items. But other than that, knock on wood, we've been okay.
I just saw, where did he go?
Oh, Victor.
Victor, 21st is Universal, 22nd is Disney, and 23rd is not.
Awesome. So, Victor, we will be there on the 22nd. So, if you would like to run into us, let us know. And we'll be happy to run into you. Maybe whatever you want to do. If you want to do some rides. If you don't want to run into us, that's okay too, darling. But we will be there on the 22nd. So, we'd love to see you and wish you a happy birthday at the very minimum. If not, yeah, let us know what you want. We'd be happy to hang out too. So, again, happy birthday month to you.
Yes. Let me make sure that
right.
this is queued up.
So we're going to get the movie queued up.
Christina's ready. I saw she has
She's got it.
popcorn and wine.
My girl. I like it.
Goodness.
Let me run to your house real quick.
All right. What's the wine of choice
I know.
today?
What is the wine of choice today? Let's do it. And then we're going to put a countdown on so everyone can get their movie going roughly at about the same time.
I have relapsing MS.
Got a quick ad.
Yeah, make sure you guys, if you
Skip the first ad. Here we go.
don't have YouTube Premium like us,
And then
we'll get ads.
try
So
and keep up on
go ahead and queue up your film.
Ghostbusters. Da, 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 da.
All right, Trish is here. Hello, Trish.
Hey, darling, how are you? It's so good to see you. I know you're busy and appreciate your stopping in on all the streams you stop in on. We really appreciate you. Oh, look, here's the vertical live streaming is here.
Oh, did we
It's
get...
the first we've
Wow,
seen
we got the notification.
on this notification. I don't know. Can you see that?
The trend is going now.
I don't know. Can you see it, Daniela? Can you help me?
I don't know if it shows up on there. The
hard to see
notification
there,
says
though.
that vertical live streaming is now, active now? Kind of.
There it
we go.
is. Vertical live streaming is here.
Look at that.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't know. It's a trend.
It is definitely a trend. What do you guys think about the vertical? We're seeing a lot of people go that way.
I think YouTube's trying to compete with TikTok,
I think you're right.
Instagram. That's just the future.
They would have to do so much more, though, to really, truly compete with TikTok.
Yeah. It'll be a minute.
I know people have been saying that they've been seeing this. This is our first time seeing
Right.
this.
Yeah, I haven't seen that notification
Yeah,
yet.
this is a first. So,
Wow.
well, I guess we'll have to figure it out,
You're
huh?
going to have to walk around with 2 phones and one horizontal, one vertical.
Man,
It's crazy.
goodness sakes. Okay, I'm gonna push not now.
I know. Maybe another
It's
time.
all try it
right?
out or not now. Not now. Not now.
After all, I go by Vertical Vic. I love that.
Yeah, Darlena, there's definitely things I'm not liking about the vertical. One is the chat. The chat section is a lot shorter. And then the other one is when I go to like swipe up on the chat, I end up swiping up the whole stream and I end up on someone else's stream. And it's like, how'd I even get here? So yeah, there's a lot of bugs with that, I think. Apothic, it's a cab. Okay. How do you like it? A favorite? Is that like one of your go-tos, Christina? Getting a little feedback here.
Sorry, just making sure I threw in some links for you guys, for everyone that's
Victor
here.
says he's been an OG Vertical Park streamer before the vertical
Wow.
trend.
Look at that. Victor is setting the trends.
You know, Victor, we're a little older, and so these new things don't come as easy. They don't come as easy to us. So you and your youth, I can see where you would just easily adapt on that. Totally.
Hey, Dave Averino, welcome in, my friend. How are you?
Christopher, a lot of earthquakes in Reno. Okay, interesting. Good to know.
All right, if you're just joining us, welcome to our
An aerator, that's a good idea.
Thursday night watch party.
Thursday watch party.
As you guys can see, Ghostbusters, and it was a tie right when we went live, so we did a coin toss, and Ghostbusters came out as the winner. So,
Yep.
as mentioned, it's free on YouTube, so if you haven't done so, make sure you are queued up. And
Hey, Dave Averino.
we do have ads, so we'll let you know as the movie goes if we hit an ad or not, so we can skip those. So we don't have the premium, but in case you do, you can still pause it for a quick minute once we get through the ads. So, hey, Wendy girl, welcome
3.6, that's not too bad. That is not too bad.
Cool.
Now, once they start getting into the higher 4s, 5s, you start to feel those ones pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
There's like a small one earlier today, but it was like long.
Was it
like
long?
2 minutes.
Did it roll? I feel like it was doing that, yeah.
All right. I don't want to take too much of your time. We've been on for a little bit already. I just want to make sure we got a good chunk of you guys in before we hit play.
I
So
know. Thank you guys again for joining us tonight.
we appreciate it. So give us a thumbs up if you guys are ready for us to
Yep, let us know if you're ready to go.
hit play.
And we will get the counter going. You're going to do a counter still?
Yeah, I'll do the
Cool.
counter just like we did last time. If you
Cool.
weren't here for our first watch party, I threw up a
Yes, Living Dead Daughter is with
countdown.
us. Christina Holmes says hello.
Yeah, we got the Living Dead kids with us as well.
Oh no, Darlena, the
Oh, no.
sirens are going off. I can imagine how scary that is. Keep us posted. But be safe. Like, Go where you need to go. Do what you need to
Yeah.
do. Be it you have a basement or, that interior bathroom. You know better than I do. I know that. And the only reason I even know that is because our daughter moved to Ohio for college and has been experiencing the sirens and everything. So at first it was like, okay, where does this kid go? She's in an apartment with no basement, so trying to figure all that out. But I know how scary those sirens sound. And now I guess they're tested every Saturday and she's getting used to it. But I can imagine how unnerving that is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Christina, it was like a Saturday morning and they just go off for no reason. They test
Wow.
them weekly. But when she first got there, it was like, is the world coming to an end? What's happening? So
Wow.
it's a learning curve when you go somewhere new like that.
Absolutely.
Christopher
Not fun.
Jackson, absolutely. Prayers are definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
headed
Absolutely.
your way.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully this will take your mind off at ease there, Darlena, and you can still enjoy the watch party
Is
with
it
us.
the purge? I was going to say that, Christina. Is
The
it the purge
purge.
out there? But that would
That's
just freak her
scary.
out even more.
That is scary. Hopefully Darlena doesn't know what the purge is.
Yeah. Darlena, stay safe. If and when you can, if something happens, just please let us know that you're okay. Let us know that you are okay.
Cool.
It doesn't even feel like it's okay to just go on with this movie, but yeah. Just praying for you, sweetheart. I'm praying that you and your family are safe and that this tornado takes a direction that goes through blank fields and doesn't harm anybody's property, their homes, their livelihood, but mostly them. So, including you, just be safe.
Okay. Well, for all ready, I will throw on a 60-second timer.
We'll do the 60-second timer.
And when it hits 0, we will all push play
You guys ready?
at the same time, all right? Here we go. And start.
Hailing. And we can talk through this movie. I know a lot of watch parties just sit and talk.
I know, most
With
watch
the-
parties.
With the movie on in the background. So we're not leaving you, Darlena. We're here. And you just keep talking to us. Keep talking to us. All right.
All
We
right,
got
folks.
30 some seconds to go here. Grunch has got her popcorn.
Okay.
We got our chips. I was gonna do. I really wanted to do the cooking segment before, but I don't know what it was. I think it was the wind, and whatever it kicked up into the air today, I just was a little off kilter,
Wow.
and my sinuses and allergies. So it's like I'm just gonna do something simple. I got my jammies on already, or I should really say these are Living Dead Dad's jammies. I hijacked them because they're so comfortable in my matching blanket and my cozy socks. So we're just gonna
All right.
keep it simple tonight.
We are playing the movie now, guys.
Trish,
The Columbia Pictures logo.
we're watching the original Ghostbusters,
Yes, original
the
one.
first one,
It is free
with ads on YouTube.
on YouTube. Okie dokie.
I see. I don't even remember any of this.
It's been a minute.
Me neither.
You don't remember any of this? Yeah.
I think I remember that one part with the library. Lights off.
Yeah, go for it. Lights. Well, I don't know.
they-
Lights off
they
or
can't
on?
see us,
Oh, lights
probably.
on. Sorry, baby. Hopefully it stays on. That one's got a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Yes, I hijack his. Well, I typically don't hijack his sweats. I just literally hijacked these for the first time since Christmas yesterday, and now I don't know if he's gonna give them back. And it matches our tumbler too. We got
I
like
know.
the red and black theme going here. But these ones, and so for Christmas, you know, like moms do, I bought everybody a pair but myself.
Well, these weren't even for me. These were for
I know.
Living Dead son.
And so what happened is they were on sale at JCPenney's, and I wasn't taking my time. So whatever tag the hanger said, size-wise, I trusted, and I was wrong on most of them.
Hey, little Rue, how are you,
Rue,
friend?
welcome in.
We just started the movie, so feel free to...
Ghostbusters. We went with Ghostbusters. We had to do a coin toss because it was tied.
It was a tie. It was between Ghostbusters and Legend. So maybe, like we said, Legend will probably be the next.
Hi, Nancy
Watch party.
Hernandez. How are you today? We're doing really good. Our day is done. Dinner's done. Kids' homework's done. And we're here with you guys. Like, it's a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good day. And I'm going to make a mess. Spider-Man!
Spider-Man.
What are you doing, darling? How are you?
Ghostbusters.
This is really good. Chips and salsa.
It's good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little leery about getting the organic chips. You know, you don't want to ruin your tortilla chip. A good tortilla chip is
Right.
worth its weight in gold, right?
Exactly.
But these are really good. These are really good. Spider-Man Sanchez, Anthony626, how are you? Welcome into our home. We're watching Ghostbusters. Just started. The two movies we had a tie, which was Legend and Ghostbusters. So we flipped a coin and we're watching Ghostbusters. We're what, about 2 minutes in?
Yeah, roughly.
And it's free on YouTube with ads. Lindy girl.
I don't know if that was his command.
What's that?
Oops, I think I put the wrong command.
Oh,
Sorry, Rue.
should we pin the comment what we're watching?
I already did.
You're on it. Well, there it is.
Welcome to Watch
I
Party.
told you I wasn't quite with it today. I was going to say, Little Rue, that was my next one. You are probably getting ready for your vacation, which starts tomorrow, right? And are you in the parks tomorrow? What's going on there? Tina to a T, welcome in. Good
Hey,
to
Tina.
see you.
How are you, friend?
We just started Ghostbusters. We're about 3 minutes in. It's free on YouTube with ads. Ghostbusters was the win on a coin toss. Everybody's so young. Look how young
I
everybody
know.
is.
And then they come back and they look all old, right?
I know. Now the new one. But I'm really excited that they're still in the new ones.
Yeah.
I know the newer generations need the Ghostbusters. But I'm glad that the OGs are making their appearances in them. Spider-Man, yes, we got Wink, Linda Lou, Jen's Crochet, CL, everybody's live at the park. It is a good day to be at Disneyland, right? Amazing people there today. Yeah, you can't go wrong with any live stream right now.
I know, you can like have your pick of live streams.
You've got it. You've got it. Dave Averino. It is the original Ghostbusters, darling. What, 1985?
Something like that, yeah.
No, go way
Part
back.
one.
Yeah, part one. It's just Ghostbusters.
If you're searching for it, it'll say free with ads next to the movie. If you just type in Ghostbusters.
The first one.
Part 1, yeah.
Free with ads on YouTube, hun. That's right. The new Ghostbusters is coming out, so this works kind of perfect. A little refresher on where Ghostbusters started.
Yeah, I think it's called like Frozen Empire or something like that. The new one that's coming out.
Ghostbusters 1, 2, 3, and Frozen Empire 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christina Holmes has a jet. Does she, Christopher Jackson? Is she holding out on us?
I know, right?
I'm not scared of no ghosts, huh, Spider-Man? Me either. Where's Windy Girl? I keep seeing people say, hi, Windy Girl, but I don't see Windy Girl.
There she is, right?
And she's way up there, I think.
She's way at the top.
I know.
Trying to catch up to the live stream. Oops, did we get
What? Ads?
ad?
It starts with a slight ginger.
Yeah, I just did. She's up there. I see her. She's probably stream surfing right now, and that's okay. Totally fine. I know, everybody is. Everybody is. There's a helipad you use for the bars. I can see you coming in on a helicopter, Christina. I've seen the helipad. The helipad at
Where at?
Disney. I think you can see it when you're on the monorail.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I've never paid attention.
I'm going to have to try and find it again next time we're on the monorail.
Definitely.
It's towards, I want to say it was like,
Obviously, it's backstage, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it
it's
wouldn't-
backstage.
Wouldn't be anywhere on stage.
I think it's there for Live Flight.
Yeah.
Live Flight and maybe some execs.
Let's catch up to the chat here.
When we see Christina coming in with the plaids, we know she used her helicopter that day. You need to sneak in some of that cab into the parks.
Heck yeah.
And this movie kind of lines up pretty cool too, because on Saturday we've been invited to go into somebody else's home. Someone in the Moreno Valley area has invited our investigator friend, and we will be going with her to investigate her home because they feel a presence of some sort there. We don't know too much at this point because you don't necessarily want to know too much when you go do your investigation. So Saturday night we will be doing a ghost investigation. I don't know that we'll be able to go live, but we will definitely share footage in some way, shape, or form of what we find, if we find anything at all.
Yeah, I might just have to do it like the very first one we did was a
Little
vlog.
Rue, congrats on 99 subs today.
Hey, good job, my man. Congratulations.
Yeah, so Windy Girl, we don't know too much. We've just been invited to go along, and it is in a private home about, I don't know, maybe like 20-25 minutes from here, so not too far, and it'll be Saturday night. We should be getting there around like 8 p.m. It sounds like she's got some littles, so they're going to be going to sleep, so we have to try and keep it down the best we can while we do our investigation. So yeah, we should have some fun stuff to share because next Thursday we'll be doing another ghost stories here. So we've already
Yeah.
got some new stories to share from, our friends that are sending things in. So someone that we all know and love, just like Wendy Girl did, has sent us some stories of their personal accounts as well. And so hopefully in the next week we can get some more. And we're also going to just research and find some more credible stories. So we'll be ready for next Thursday with another rendition of our Ghost Story Hour.
Again, feel free to send them in through our livingdeadfamily@gmail.com.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be your personal accounts. Maybe you know a friend, a family member,
Maybe you've
Hey,
heard a cool story.
a friend of a friend, right? My cousins, brothers, aunts, sisters.
You know who? Little Rue knows who. Little Rue knows who.
Yeah, or just pass along our Gmail to them, and they could type up their story, or if they want to, they could even send their own story in as an audio file, and they can tell their ghost story playing back from their voice
you, Wendy
recorder on
Girl.
their phone.
So we'll start putting that on the socials and stuff again, probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
To give us close to a week to prepare for that. Denice. Who's your favorite actor or actress in Ghostbusters?
That's a good one.
Where's Holly Girl? We need Holly Girl to start helping drop the facts here.
I know. Anyone want to drop facts on
I know.
Ghostbusters with us?
I can start YouTubing, or not YouTubing,
Googling.
Googling some stuff here.
I know. Where's G-Man at, right? G-Man's got all the facts. Oh, thank you, Tina. We appreciate that so much. Hopefully they're all watching with us tonight.
What'd I miss?
I miss Anthony. Anthony626, are you in here? What's up, my friend?
He was in here. Okay, here, I think I found it.
You want somebody?
Yeah,
Do you
dude.
want some what this? Or do you want popcorn? Or you want chips? Okay.
Chips.
Here, we can do that.
I'm working on the side here. What'd I miss? Oh, thank you, Tina.
Yeah, this is a good classic.
Nima from Young Sheldon's in here.
Hey, Sea Flights, what's up, buddy?
Sea Flights, hello. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sea Flights.
I hope you had an amazing day today. Christina, it's been like, I can't even remember when we watched this last.
We watched the newest one that came out. Was that a year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
We watched that at the drive-in, and that's always fun. We like taking the kids to the drive-in theater. We're lucky that there's one kind of remotely close to where we live out here. And what's cool about that, it's a double feature. There's always, whatever two new movies are playing at the time, they'll kind of pair identical movies so you can watch basically two movies for the price of one. So it's really neat. They even have their own like concession stand. They got popcorn there, sodas, hot dogs and whatnot. But why do that when you can just bring your own food to the drive-in? Like literally you can bring your own ice cooler. We always stock up. We'll run to
the dollar store or
we'll get bags of chips and snacks, goodies, sodas. And it's fun. It's a fun time going to the drive-in. We watched several of like the Star Wars movies when they came out. We watched those there. And it's a good time. We love going. We love taking the kids to drive-in. But we did see the latest. Like I said, it came out like a year or two ago, I think.
Commercial break.
The hack ads. They're always so loud too when these ads come on. I have to mute it.
So true.
Hopefully we're not the only ones that have ads.
You're welcome, Seat Flights. Yeah. You know, as summer gets here, between the drive-in and then I know I shared on, I think, Instagram, we really love the program Cinespia, which is the cemetery movies at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Hollywood off of Sunset Boulevard, right? Sunset?
Yeah, Sunset. I forget the other cross street.
Those are by far, I mean, maybe one of my favorite events, just period. I always say it. I probably sound like a broken record, but I love Cinespia. And they play all kinds of genres of movies. Of course, it's fun to watch scary movies there, but if you're not into scary movies, it's just a cool atmosphere, awesome people. If you are into different people, all walks of life, every walks of life, you know, obviously you're not going to bring your kids to scary movies there or what have you. I personally wouldn't bring young children. I didn't bring our daughter till she was, I don't know, like 19 or 20. But, you know, it's just not a place necessarily to take children. It's an adult thing. But a lot of fun. If you are in the Southern California region, if you've got to be close to something in proximity to do it, then it might not be your flavor if you're not located in LA. But we make the drive, we make a day of it. There's plenty of things to do in Hollywood and the local area there. We'll get food in the area there. We'll stop by at like Trader Joe's and pick up some wine and cheese. And it really is just, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I'm gonna drop their link here.
Ghostbusters Doom Boogie. How are you? Thank you for coming in.
Where's our live watch party? Here we are.
Did you lose us?
Someone said they went to the drive-in too. Who was it? That's
Christina. Christina, do you take your helicopter to the drive-in? Can you imagine? There you go, Cinespia. They should start dropping their movies for the month of June. Hopefully in the next month or so.
It was Anthony 626.
Oh, was it?
Anthony's got a drive-in by his house.
Do you? That's awesome. Are you in Southern California, Anthony? The drive-in we like is in Riverside off of the 91 freeway in Van Buren.
We used to go when we were kids. My folks would take us to the Santa Fe Springs, or it was called the La Mirada Swap Meet.
Yep.
I believe it's still there. I don't know if they operate anymore as far as the drive-in's concerned, but I remember.
I don't think they do movies anymore.
At the La Mirada Swap Meet.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And then there was the other one there off of Beach Boulevard, Highway 39, is what it was called. I love Sigourney Weaver. She is so fabulous.
Doom
San
Boogie.
Diego.
What's up?
I don't know about that one, Christina.
Anthony says he lives in San Gabriel Valley.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was one out there.
Good to know. Good to know. That would be cool to check out other drive-in theaters.
So now supposedly somewhere in Orlando, Florida, they're building a big drive-in theater there.
Okay.
With a huge shopping center in the middle and big
that sounds
concession
fun.
stands. Yeah, like you can make it a whole
By
entire
the Vinland
night.
Drive-In Theater. We'll have to look that one up. I'll tell you, since some of the tragedies that occurred in movie theaters, I personally haven't been comfortable going
Yeah.
to the normal theater. not that something bad can't happen anywhere, I get it. I just feel really claustrophobic in a theater. And so I think the open air at the drive-in, I've been appreciating being able to take the kids, and just be comfortable. You know, I'm not as worried about their wiggles or putting feet on chairs or these things. We can be a lot more comfortable at the drive-in. CL, hello, beautiful.
Hey,
How
CL.
are you?
We like
Thank
taking
you.
our
Thank you for dropping in.
our big beach chairs, our fold-out chairs
our
that have
fold-out
the
chairs.
cup holders in them. We just take tons of.
We bring our blankets.
We don't sit in our car typically unless
No.
it's like a winter movie.
Yeah.
But during the spring and summer, we are outside.
Back in first row, always first row,
Mhm.
so no one is in front of us. And before the movie, Dad throws the football with the kids or whatever. We just have a good time.
Yeah, it's
We just have a good time. Yeah, I love it. I literally love it. Summer nights are the best. They just at the drive-in, they're the best.
Yeah, I agree.
I know Cinespia does other really cool events, so not just at Hollywood Forever. I know they do some at the Greek Theater. And then there's also an older, I believe, historic theater in LA somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they do like elaborate, I'm going to call it a party. I think it's more than a movie. People dress like to the hilt. Like, you know, say they play Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think they did Romeo and Juliet, the one from way back. And people like really dress. They show up. It's a whole production. So there's a lot of other events that Cinespia does other than just Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
But the cemetery's cool because there's a lot of obviously famous people that are resting there. So
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time we ever went there. It was to go see. We probably said the story before, but we went to go see Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. And as we were waiting for the movie to start, it was around dusk, so there's a little bit of sun out, and we were already kind of seated where we were gonna, plan ourselves for the movie that night. And I just remember looking around for a quick second. I see behind us the big old tombstone, headstone, if you will, in big bold letters that said Hitchcock, and I was like, no way, he's right there. That's where he's buried, pretty much, right there in the center of LA and Hollywood. Yeah, along with, you can just go on their website and see all the famous, not just movie stars, but musicians as well.
Everyone's
that
there.
are there.
It'll blow
it's
you
a neat
away.
place.
Yeah.
It really is a neat place. And you're not necessarily sitting on top of burial grounds right there. It's an open field
That would be
of
cool,
grass
Anthony.
where you sit, and where they project the movie on is on the side. Is it the side of the mausoleum or
Yeah, it's the side of the mausoleum.
You met an Italian guy on Tinder.
There's an ad. Forgive us. We have free YouTube, so so we get ads. But yeah, check it out. Go on their website. It's really cool. The Cinespia or Hollywood Forever, if you're local here to Southern California. It's pretty neat. And we just figured this out, a few years ago? Like, how long have we been going to?
It's been, I think,
Cinespia.
more than a few years, but yeah.
Who else is here? Yeah, they normally don't play like brand new movies there. It's movies that have older films, but it's just fun to be there. The crowd of people that sit around you. It's a really good vibe. being around people that obviously have
The first
seen the
horror
movie.
movie I remember seeing that got me hooked. Good question, Anthony. First horror movie I think that got me hooked. I'm gonna go with Poltergeist.
It's a good
I'm
one.
gonna go with Poltergeist. Poltergeist rocked me as a kid. I was just talking about that with Living Dead Dad. I think yesterday
Yeah.
we were talking
Mhm.
about it. And Anthony, have you seen that movie? Have you seen Poltergeist, the original Poltergeist,
Yeah, not the remake.
not the remake?
Well, they've made, what, 3 of those? Did they go up to 3 and then the remake?
I forget.
They
I
might
know
have-
I've seen 2. I probably saw 3, but I've never seen the remake.
Yeah.
I'm not a remake girl. I like the OG, especially because it came out in our youth. I understand some of the remakes, of course, you know, bringing it back for the newer generations. But I tend to just like the OG,
Mhm.
whatever the original was.
Yeah, Poltergeist is a good one. It's definitely a...
Yeah,
Gosh, one of
Trish,
the best.
the birds playing there was amazing because so many people were in costume and amazing costumes. You know, a lot of them dressing up like Tippy or Alfred or whoever, and then they released.
It was the favorite part of the night. Someone brought with them to the movie. I don't know where they stored them, but they had a bunch of inflated helium balloons that were shaped as birds, like as black crows. And right in the scene, I think it was a scene where, sorry, spoiler alert. It was one of the scenes where the birds were attacking like everybody.
Yeah, where they're just flying around all over.
Yeah, and it's just chaos. And someone did like a bird release with their balloons. It was the funniest thing. Everyone there in the crowd just started laughing, and then everyone was applauding. And it was really cool. I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show with a live
With a live
audience,
audience.
but it's kind of similar to that. Like no one spoils it or anything. No one's yelling at it. But I would imagine if that's kind of what Rocky Horror is, but like on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
But it was really neat.
Like if you're watching, I don't care what it is, because they're usually popular movies, you know, and then so you have your fans, the folks that know every word, and so you can hear people during certain parts of movies that are, you know, popular to recite. All 2,000 people there, you can just hear talk about it and repeat whatever it is, and so then you are now involved with everyone around you, and it just becomes comfortable.
That too, and there's sometimes you'll run into people that have never seen the movie, so it's kind of cool to see and hear their gasp and their reactions to certain things of the film. So that's always fun watching not only one of your favorite films again on a big screen, but also with other
Hey,
people.
Brianna,
that
we're
haven't
watching
seen it.
Ghostbusters, honey. The OG.
The OG Ghostbusters.
Welcome in. Good to see you, sweetheart.
That's a tough question. I'm not sure which my horror movie was that got me hooked.
Yeah. Anthony was saying his was, what, The Shining?
The Shining's a really good one, Anthony. That's, man.
The movie Hell Night scared me as a kid. I don't know if I've seen Hell Night.
I don't think I've watched Hell Night.
What's up, Jacob Herring?
Hey, Jacob, what's going on, my
We're
friend?
doing movie night tonight.
Hey, Joanna.
Joanna, how are you? Welcome in, darling. We're watching Ghostbusters. The movie with Linda Blair, The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
That's a good
That's
one.
another one we actually did see at
Yes.
the cemetery.
That was another one we saw.
That
Yep.
was a really good night as well. And so many people were dressed up as Linda Blair
Yeah.
too. There's
Yeah.
a lot of cosplayers dressed up, and some people were dressed as
Oh, she's in that movie Hell Night. Okay, sorry about that.
Linda Blair's in
Sorry
Hell
about
Night.
that. Yes.
But yeah, that's Exorcist, man. That movie still, it's timeless. It still holds up everything these days.
A ton. For the time it was made,
I think, what, 72 or
wasn't
74?
it earlier? No?
Might have been, I think it was like 72 or something like that. Someone let me know in the chat. When did Exorcist come out? But still, I think that movie was ahead of its time. It was,
Exorcist 3. Okay. All right.
I'm going to have to, watch those again.
I know.
I've
we
seen
might
the
need to
original
repeat.
several times, but
I think what was cool too, with our first time going, 'cause, when we went to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery to watch the birds, we didn't know Alfred Hitchcock was there.
mm-hmm.
It was like just boom. His headstone just happened to be huge. First of all, and two, right across from where everybody sits. And so it just became like really personal, really fast. We went. It was a shot in the dark. Like, are we gonna enjoy this? I don't even know how I found out about it.
Just through Instagram,
Probably
social
through
media.
social media somehow. And man, we were hooked. I was hooked.
Joanna said it came out in 73.
Okay.
I was bound. I said 72, 74,
We were
73.
close. Man, I thought it was in the later 60s.
It feels like it's a 60s
Yeah.
movie, but it's definitely, I remember it came out in the early 70s. And I guess for me, the movie that got me hooked, I know it sounds cliche, but Halloween, the original John Carpenter's Halloween,
It's a big Halloween fan.
not just the movie itself, but the score.
Yeah.
I think without the score, it probably wouldn't. I mean, it'd still be a good film, but that music is so iconic. It just sets the mood and the tone for that film. I love music. I love music scores. It's weird. Sometimes I prefer listening to music scores, just to calm my mind or whatever. But that one specifically, man, that one always just creeps me out. It's just hearing it gets me excited for the Halloween season. And obviously the story, it's a slow burn, right? It's kind of slow at the beginning and then it picks up at the end. But man, and I think what I like about it too, there's not much blood in it. I know there's
The
hinted
socks.
scenes. I know.
Living Dead Dad's
I got some
socks.
Michael Myers socks.
Our daughter just brought those out. Is that funny?
And what's cool about Halloween, fun fact, thanks to the internet and YouTube and other vloggers that have done this, but a lot of the movie was filmed right here in Southern California,
Yes.
in Pasadena, South Pasadena to be exact. So it's really cool to just drive around and you can see a lot of the famous scenes that were shot and filmed there. And even the Michael Myers house is still around too, which is fun. They were able to.
Slimer?
Slimer.
Yeah.
I know I could probably go on all kinds of history, but they were able to save that Michael Myers house and move it to the end of the street because they were bulldozing a ton of those houses where that home originally sat for the film. I think they put condos in there, and they were able to save the house, restore it, and move it to another location, right to where it originally sat. This is fun.
When the girl said Linda Blair hosted the show Scariest Places on Earth. Them shows were good.
Right, I remember that.
Tina says 28 Days Later with Cillian Murphy is getting a follow-up. Is it really? Anthony says Amityville 2, The Possession is spooky. Did we see that one?
Amityville 2. I remember seeing the original Amityville Horror. I don't know if I saw the
we've
second
seen
one.
number 2.
We have a
What
lot
kind of horror
catching up.
fanatics are we, right?
So that's another thing we probably could do. I know we try to keep this channel PG-13, if you will, as far as movie nights goes, but we're possibly thinking about maybe doing like a Twitch live stream and maybe do some rated R horror movies there, because
Maybe more towards the season.
once we get closer to Halloween.
The original Twilight Zone got me, says Tina to a T. The girl went missing under her bed, and the boy who banished people to the cornfield. The theme song always makes my hair stand on end. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Twilight Zone.
Pirate Girl Trish says, we lived in the Texas version of Amityville House, paired with some scenes from The Exorcist. Can't watch either now. Really?
Wow.
Okay, tell us more about that, Trish. Little Ruth says, not the ectoplasmic residue. Really, someone blows their nose and you want to keep it. LOL. Love these one-liners.
Heck yeah. Part 2 is way scarier.
Way scarier, huh? Okay. All right. We need to get a list going. Catch up here.
And speaking of The Exorcist, I'm excited for that new movie that they've been showing trailers for, that Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, yeah.
That looks really cool.
That looks creepy.
I think that's coming. I don't know if it's going to have a theatrical release, but it's going to be streaming on Shudder.
Tina just shared that one with us, too.
Yeah, that looks really creepy.
Yeah, that one looks really creepy.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, buddy?
Who's your favorite Ghostbuster character?
Who's my favorite Ghostbusters character? I think I like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Trish says, when you do another ghost story night, the things people hide when you buy a house, including, well, not here, later, it was bad. Okay. All right, please let us know. And interesting on that, since I do sell houses, that varies by state, what you have to include and not. Some states, you do or don't have to include whether it is haunted or not. So that's going to be, depending on state is different. I know it's like a joke on the social media sites, houses for sale, and they'll say on the rider, not haunted, because in that state, you have to disclose whether the house is haunted or not. So yeah, good tidbit there. I would love to hear more. They do now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, in California, we don't have to disclose that. So, it's actually funny. Back when I was buying more property, it was probably around like 2006. And you weren't allowed to buy the property under certain circumstances. You couldn't sell it within a short amount of time or whatever like that. And that was what we said to get out of one of the houses, because it was something they couldn't dispute, was that the house was haunted.
Right.
And so we were able to get out of something that way. Sometimes you have to be really clever for your clients, and so we used that one to help some clients out once. Yeah, it should be disclosed no matter what, and that's a hard one too, because some people they flat out don't believe it. They flat out don't believe it. See if I can find another Ghostbusters fact. The one I had was too long for for the deal. See if you guys remember who this is. The hardest time getting my screen to work.
Now, is this filmed here in California, Ghostbusters? Do we know those facts?
Oh, let me find out.
No chips.
I think one of the few big ones.
Where's the bag?
I think Mom emptied it.
Oh, she did? Okay. Thank you, buddy. Cats and baby cams, they seem nice. What?
Ghostbusters. And don't look at me. Let me go call Ghostbusters.
Oh, no kidding, real, huh?
Dun, dun, dun.
Didn't we see that car at one of those conventions? The what do
Yeah.
you call it? When
And then there's just, I think, several, like in general, that ad people
Yeah.
have done their cars up to look like that.
Did we get the ads? Perfect. That was a short ad.
It looks like they're New York.
Is that where it was filmed?
Now that I'm seeing the shot, yeah.
Yeah. Who are you gonna call?
Yeah, because of the State Puff Marshmallow, man, all
That's
that's
right.
all New York.
New York is the setting, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's another movie. What was it? Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
Do you remember Cloverfield? Like, I remember watching that thinking it was filmed in New York because
Mm-hmm.
some of the way they had it filmed, it looked exactly like they shot everything there on location, and then it ended up being they shot a lot of it in a studio and built some of the sets to make it look like New York City. I love the effects back then.
So goofy.
That's what I like about these movies too, because they used, I mean, not specifically this one, but there's a lot of the movies in this time, there was no CG. So everything was practical. What we call, practical effects.
I know. Has anyone heard from Darlena? I know she kind of disappeared. My daughter just texted, "Hey, Berry Place," and she's also
Hey,
in
Berry.
Ohio, and she said she's also under tornado watch. So Brianna, girl, just let us know what's going on, okay, babe? I'm sorry. I feel so helpless here in California. I really do. Berry Place, welcome and thank you for joining us. Berry Place is going to hang out here for a little while, hopefully. But when we're done here, he's doing his first trivia night tonight. And he should be starting that around 8:05. So we'll go ahead and link Berry Place. And we're excited to join him after this and check out his first trivia night.
I don't know if we have a
We need to put a command for Berry Place. Let's see. I can do that real easy. Let me grab it.
Yeah, make sure you guys go give a follow to Berry Place for trivia night tonight. That should be fun.
He's going to be starting around 8:05.
Perfect.
And I'll share it again as well.
There's the link. Go click on that. Go subscribe to our friend Berry Place.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to Berry Place already, he's got a lot of really great content. You got
Absolutely.
it. You got it.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. All about sharing. We get on a tangent about this every time. We're happy to share. So many have shared us, and we are so happy and eager to share anyone else. I know you've been doing this for a while, probably a lot longer than we have, and so we're happy to share you.
Absolutely. pay it forward, like we say, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, did he have a close to perfect smuggler's
What?
score?
How do you accomplish that?
Very good. Very good.
How many times do you have to go on that ride to get a perfect score? Or to a near perfect score? My goodness.
Cordy!
Hey, Cordy, welcome in.
Hello!
How are you,
How
lady?
are you? Oh, all the cool cats in here.
I know.
Welcome in. We're doing Ghostbusters is the movie, and I believe that was also Barry Place's choice as well. We still ended up with a tie and did a coin toss to figure out which movie. And so we are watching Ghostbusters. How far in are we?
We
Roughly?
I can't see Daniela.
Daniela,
Can you
look
read
at my
that?
45 minutes.
45 minutes in.
We are literally at the 45-minute mark. It's free on YouTube, so free with ads. But follow along with us.
That's right. That's right. Barry Place, it was your choice too.
So the next, so it was a tie
It was
between this and
Legend. Yeah.
with Tom
This
Cruise.
and Legend. So, Trish, we will do Legend next time. We will do Legend next time. So in a couple of weeks.
We're gonna try to aim for Thursdays for
Yeah.
these nights.
Yeah.
Okay. For like
I don't
Ghost
know.
Story.
Yeah, I might want to revisit the possibility of Wednesday again, but next week for sure, because we're going to be in the parks on Wednesday next week.
That's right.
And then let's keep an eye on things on Wednesday, how busy it is streamer-wise on Wednesday. I don't know if there's a way to gauge it or not. I know Thursdays are active here. So we're gonna play that one by ear. We might take a peek at how busy Wednesdays are. So Wednesday, Thursday seem to be good days for us.
It breaks up the week too.
Breaks up the week a little bit. Yeah.
Because we typically go to the parks on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. And you voted for Clue. Why did I think you said Legend? Maybe that was someone else.
You're switching Tim Curry for Tom Cruise.
Cordy, did you say Legend? I know someone wanted Legend. Had something to do with the first date.
Cordy was Legend.
Cordy was Legend.
Trish was Clue.
There
we
you
love
go.
Clue as well. That's a fun movie.
Yeah, that is a fun movie. Cordy was Legend. Daisy, hello there. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
We are watching Ghostbusters. We're about 47 minutes in on that one.
Yeah, I just went through all of the free movies on YouTube, and there's a good chunk that came out that I thought would be fun to watch. So, and those were just only 4 that I kind of narrowed it down to. But
you love Clue, huh, Brianna?
Clue's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. We used to watch Clue.
Yeah, the kids love that movie as well. It's a fun movie.
You were in the Never-Ending Story. That's a good one too.
That is a good one.
They're all good. Maybe we'll just do all 4 of those.
We'll do them all.
Starting tonight with Ghostbusters so that everyone gets in their favorites. All the fun people in here. We just love you guys hanging out. Thank you. Got ad time.
We're skipping ads.
Skipping ads.
Hey, it's a free movie, right? What do you expect?
No. Tina says, if we do super, super scary movies, we need to do it with a room full of people with the lights on. Deal. Deal. I know, the Never-Ending Story. It's a great one, and then it just has that one moment of great sadness, and then you got to get past it, pick yourself back up by the bootstraps, and finish the movie. I know what we are going to talk about tonight.
What's that?
If Slimer was a puppet, and you had something fun to share.
Should I go ahead and share that tonight?
Should you? I think you should. So I think Living Dead Dad has something really exciting to share. We've got several of you on here who know us and love us, and I think you should share. It says 20.
Well, we got a good chunk of you guys,
which is good for us.
I've said this on a live stream before, but like one of our first couple, like second, maybe third live stream, I actually used to, work for the Walt Disney Company, if you guys didn't know, for gosh, over 20 years.
Yep.
And I specifically, I did the walk around characters for a little bit. But I got hired in. It was supposed to be my high school summer job. And I got in because I have an older sister. I don't know if she's watching, but hello, sis. She was working there before I started working there, and she grew up as a dancer. And her high school summer job was working for Disney in parades. So she was a parade performer, and it was, like I said, going into my senior year in high school. Lion King had like just come out, and they were having auditions. And I remember specifically going because I didn't really dance at all, and they had a puppeteer audition. And long story short, I got in. I went through their little improv audition that they had us do. I can't remember details, but I just remember how they cast. You'd go in, and it was in the rehearsal hall, and on the glass wall they had these little cards, like flash cards, that said what part, they broke it down into parts throughout the parade. And I remember standing in a line with a few other guys, and we're all around the same height. And the casting process, the director would come up to you and they'd hand you a card with like your days off and what part you were. And I was very lucky and fortunate to be one of the Rhino puppeteers for the Lion King celebration back in 1995.
Yep.
And it was a blast.
Hey, William.
Hey, what's
it's your
going
birthday
on?
today too. We've got all kinds of birthdays.
Happy birthday, William.
Happy birthday, William. So good to see you, darling. Welcome in.
Very cool.
We're watching Ghostbusters tonight, and Living Dead Dad was just telling a story about how he got on at working for Disney.
Yes. And as the years went on, I did the walk around. I was friends with Eeyore and Pluto and Buzz Lightyear. If you guys remember, there used to be a little Buzz Lightyear stage there in Tomorrowland. I was a part of that show as well. But the bulk of my career there with Disney, I was a puppeteer. It kind of came back full circle. And I was a puppeteer for Bear in the Big Blue House. If you guys remember when DCA first opened, it was like the ABC soap opera.
Justin.
Hey, what's up, Justin? It was the soap opera Bistro. I don't know if you guys remember that, when DCA very first opened. And it only lasted, I don't know, a couple of years, if that. Anyways, they gutted out the restaurant, and they decided to put in Bear in the Big Blue House because Florida had the same exact show. Well, I went to the audition. It was like an in-house audition first for employees there, so I was lucky enough to be a part of that. And I was cast as it was really cool because I got to, if you guys know who Bear in the Big Blue House is, like all of those puppets that we got to use were from the Jim Henson Creature Shop, which was really neat. I got to say I didn't work for the Henson Company, but those puppets were provided to us by the Henson Company. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool. I played all of them, Ojo and Trilo, the Otters, Pip and Pop and Tutter. The only thing I couldn't do because of my height restrictions, because I'm not tall enough, was Bear. I would love to have done that, but I never got a chance. I was too short to be Bear. But so I was fortunate enough to be part of that show, and then as the show progressed, it evolved, and there was they added other stories. They took a few stories away, and then it got a full rehaul, and then it turned into Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which probably a lot of you remember anyways. It was the venue changed to Disney Junior live on
My
stage,
generation.
and then I was still part of that show, and
I remember.
it was pretty cool. I'm too tall to play the walk around Mickey in the park, but it was really cool. I got to pretty much have Mickey Mouse on my arm, and that was really neat too. And it was really cool. It was a fun experience. I really enjoyed it. I kind of just fell into it. Puppeteering came natural to me. It always has been since I was a little kid. I've always have been what do you call it? It's always had my attention. Really, I've always been focused towards that skill set, and I was just lucky enough that Disney saw that in me as well, that skill. And what was really cool is after our show had closed down, and for them to evolve and put in another show there, but I was lucky enough after the show had closed, the company still kept me around. And I got to train other professionals there in the park, like the other kids in the parades, a lot of vocalists in the parks. If you guys remember the Hyperion Theater, when they had Frozen there, I got to help train and be part of the production team and train all of those talented vocalists and singers the skill set of puppetry, not just that show specifically, but throughout the park. And that was a really fun job to have, because I got to not only train them how to do that, but part of the daily task. Part of the daily task there was to give notes and give feedback. And
time to refresh your...
I know we got another ad, and it was really cool. Like I said, it was a really cool experience. We got to. And it was a small handful of us that they kept around. So that was really cool to have that experience and to share my knowledge in that craft, if you will, with other people as well. So, because there's more to it than just putting a puppet on and just flapping your mouth and whatnot. A lot of the puppets there have eye blinking mechanisms too. So there's definitely a skill set that goes into that. And we teach. It was neat. I'd be in charge of the room, and we'll teach workshops on how to just the basics before they even get a puppet on or whatnot. We do these little exercises with them. We'll put little ping pong balls with a rubber band on them, and they look like Muppet, like little eyeballs, like you would see on the Muppets. And we would train them on how to talk and syllables and eye focus, where to look and stuff, and it was really cool. It was a really fun experience. I was very lucky and fortunate to be part of that. So, if you're just joining us, welcome. Just telling you my past history with the Walt Disney Company, and that's what I did for 20 plus years.
Yeah,
I was there
long
for.
time.
It was a lot of fun, and made a lot of.
Seen a lot of fun stuff behind stage and behind the scenes, and knows a lot about, even though he's humble and never talks about it on the streams, about all of his knowledge and the things he's gotten to do for the company and all that. He's all humble and quiet about it, but he's got a lot of really cool stories and video and pictures that the average person doesn't get to see, and it's pretty cool.
Just last night I was going through like an old Gmail folder, and I forgot I had a lot of rehearsal stuff in there, behind the scenes stuff, not just puppet wise like this, but with large giant puppets from the parades. I was part of the Pixar Play Parade. Before that went away, I was able to help and train some of those performers on how to operate the mechanics of those puppets as well. Again, back to Frozen, at the Hyperion stage, the Sven giant reindeer puppet, I helped train a lot of those talented people as well that do that. And Olaf was a lot of fun too, to train the guys that do Olaf. I'm trying to think what other areas of the park that we also helped out. Oh, we also helped out in Cars Land too.
Cars Land.
If you guys, spoiler, if you guys don't know, there's a cast member that's helping those cars within the car get to their destination, but they're puppeteering, if you will, through like a tablet and whatnot. So they're not using their actual voices. It's pre-recorded, but they're giving the commands by a touchscreen tablet and like how the eyes move in there. So we helped develop that skill set for those people as well in Cars Land. So, but to my knowledge, I think once COVID came around, like the company as a whole, they did a big reset, but even into their entertainment departments there, there's still puppets around, but there's really, and I'm speaking for Disneyland specifically here in California, there's a little bit of puppet stuff that's still around. To my knowledge, I don't know if there's a team of puppets, but there's definitely there's still some puppets around. Yeah, here's proof. My name badge with.
That was just the 15.
Yeah.
He was there longer.
I made it up to 20 years.
Remember?
I have a 20-year pin and a 20-year statue. They give you statues for every milestone. Every 5 years, you get some type of you get your anniversary pin, and then you get a statue. I think the last statue I got there was what was it? Was it the castle or
Castle?
Yeah, I think at 20 you get a castle. No, it was Lion King.
Lion King.
How fitting.
I know.
It was a Simba statue. Sorry, I'm missing the chats here.
Tina says, "Would you ever go back to Disney?"
You know what? There's times where I think about it, and I've talked to several people that are still there. I would love to do like that job again, as far as teaching. Performing there, believe it or not, it takes a toll on your body. Man, that show that I did, Bear in the Big Blue House or Disney Junior, go on YouTube and watch some of. It doesn't matter here or Florida. Just watch one of those videos. But the way the stage is designed is we're in a pit, and there's trap doors that open and close. And I know I'm kind of ruining the magic here, but we are on these roll-around stools with a bunch of wheels and casters on them, and the stools, there's a lever that makes it go up and down. Well, as a performer, you don't want your head visible in the show, so you are literally performing in some weird, awkward positions in small, confined spaces there. I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but literally like this, and we're on our sides, and our arms just straight up like this. So to this day, I still have like soreness, if you will, and tension on this side specifically to make sure that that our puppet that's on our arm is straight up and down and not leaning over like this. And we're always instructed to make sure that the puppet's tall and there's height to it, so the littles on the floor can see it. So, I did that for 14, almost 15 years in this position straight. So, but
Corey says, do you miss it?
I do. I really do. I miss the people there. I miss, I also miss teaching. I think teaching really opened my eyes, because I remember as a performer, I would get notes and feedback, and I thought like I just knew what oh no, they don't know what they're talking about, and they're just coming down on me and whatnot. And I got to see it on the other side, being on from an audience perspective when I'm teaching. I was on the shoe was on the other foot, so I got to tell people how to adjust their performance. And I think I kind of like that aspect because I was also learning as well on how to teach, how to give feedback to performers, and but no, I do miss that. I think I got sidetracked too. Someone had asked if I what was the question? Oh, if I would go back. The company, I've talked to other people that still work there, and they have said it's changed like quite a bit. They're like, Damien, it's changed so much, you probably wouldn't like it. Just policies that have changed, like attendance policies. They've restructured a lot of things there. And you know what? Any job you go to, you're gonna have supervisors you don't like or leads you don't like. It's just corporate, right? It's corporate America. You're not gonna have the perfect 9 to 5, especially at a theme park, right? Because the turnover rate's just constant there at Disney. So, but no, I do miss it. I think about it a lot about that place, and I would go back to puppeteering or teaching it if there were opportunities there. But however, I can go on like a whole nother story of why there's no puppeteering department there. It has to do with unions, and ironically, I'm sure you guys have heard in the news that the entertainment departments, as far as like characters or parades goes, they're trying to unionize there. And long story short, that's kind of what happened when Disney Junior closed down. You could probably search for an article. I think the OC Registered put that out. We, as a bargaining unit, what they called us, try to join the performers union there at Disney, AGVA, and it didn't go in our favor. And that's why there's no puppet show there at Disney Junior. It is now a character show. Still Disney Junior, but it's a character show. So, but there's been a lot of changes there. So the people that work there that know me, they said, yeah, I don't know if you'd still like it here anymore. So there's a few old timers, if you will, that we called them, lifers, that are still around, but just hanging on by a thread. And so yeah, there's a lot of factors that would go into that as far as me going back there. But fast forward to where we are today, I'm enjoying going to the parks now as a guest, because I mean, not only just for live streaming, but I kind of miss going in as a guest. I'll be honest with you as well too, because I've spent so much time there. And honestly, I grew up there too as a child. We had passes before they were what they are today. There was one pass for, was it $99 back in the day?
Yeah.
And yeah, I do. Like I said, we both, Living Dead Mom, myself, we grew up as kids going there frequently, and so majority of my life I've been walking the grounds of that park since I was a kid, believe it or not, and still to this day to continue to. Because we still frequent the parks, but now I like going in because I get to see it through our kids' eyes. I know they're getting older now, and that magic's kind of worn off for them a little bit. However,
We have a grandkid.
I know, and that's yeah, we do have a grandson, so there's another generation of little ones coming up that I get to enjoy. I like to, not that I didn't enjoy going in the park when I was working there. And if we did, it was when I was off of work. When we would go in there, we would go in the park and, okay, Dad's off work, let's go in the park now.
He would join us when he got off work.
Yeah, so after putting in a shift of work, I'd still go and spend a few more hours in the park, which was not a complaint at all, because they were little, and I was still enjoying it with them. But now it's kind of nice just to walk in the park and not have to worry about, okay, I gotta go backstage.
Or how fun too, like full circle. Now you're streaming the parks, but not that. like last Friday, I think is such an amazing example. Meeting all of you, be it how you join us in the chat or meeting so many of you in person. The fun that we have been having as adults now with adult friends. You know, the jokes about the Disney adults, but holy cow, I don't know if I'd have, honest to God, I mean, really, I don't know if I had ever laughed so hard in my life. I couldn't even properly get off the ride last Friday because I had to stand there and just let it out for a second. It was that ugly laugh. It was that I'm too comfortable around you guys laugh. And I couldn't even catch my breath. And I've laughed and had tears stream down my face. It was coming from all parts of my eyes, not just the little drops coming out the sides. I'd use my sweater to clean up my face. It was so bad.
Yeah, I think I was crying too.
Yeah.
So I was laughing. And I
was
lost
so
my
good,
voice.
Christina, Cordy, the joy, the pure joy. I don't know if I've ever. I know you have fun in your life, but like that 2.5, 3 minutes of. I don't even care if I didn't like the ride. I would go on it 100 more times just to experience that. And hope we do. That was everything. So to meet you guys and now have friends to go play in the park with, because we literally met talking about Disney in high school.
Yeah.
He was going through the hiring process and I loved Disney. I had my own pass and I would go watch him in the parade when he got hired on. My mom would go with me. And, you know, sitting on Main Street, I wasn't allowed to yell, you know, hey, Damien. We had to call him. He said, you can call me Front Left Rhino. and so I did. Hey, Front Left Rhino. But I went and saw him in the parades plenty of times. And he was also, well, you were in more than just the Lion King parade. Even the Main Street Electric Parade. Seeing him in the Main Street.
Yeah.
The kids have got to see him in the Main. What magic is that, right?
I was part of the farewell season.
Yeah.
In 1996, I was cast as Jacques and Gus, the Cinderella mice. And I was so lucky to be a part of that because prior to that final year of that parade, the first final year, right? Prior to that, they had always put those costumes specifically. They would put women or females in there, and unfortunately, they would always get injured, and they were having a hard time filling, putting those spots. Sometimes they'd send out the parade with those spots missing, and I'll never forget. It was the final. I remember being at that audition, and finally, the show director, who's no longer with us, he specifically said he wanted. We were his boys, his Rhino boys. He says, "I want my boys in this parade, but I want them in those Cinderella costumes and the Cinderella mice costumes because they were big, they were large, they were robust. They just sat on your shoulders, and we were already built to wear these big giant rhino costumes, if you will. It's huge. They're life size. Go back and watch Lion King parades on YouTube. They're big and heavy, and so it was the show director. It was his idea to put us because we could physically carry those heavy costumes. I remember being so excited that I got to be a part of that, and I'll never forget the last night, the farewell night of that. I think it ended, it was like November or December.
96?
Yeah, they extended it because typically that parade would always end right at summer, like Memorial Day weekend. That's when the parades ended for summer. And they extended it because just the popularity of that parade, because it was going away forever. And just the energy on that parade route is just, I'll never forget it. It was an emotional night for sure. Not only because it was the last night of the parade, but it was the last night, period, forever. So we thought back then. So it was really cool. I got to be part of Disneyland's history, if you will. I know they've brought it back quite a few times, but it was cool knowing that I got to be literally there, just parading down Main Street
Were you
in that costume.
Hmm?
No. But that was way back in '96. I've done a few other, parades here and there,
But
which
you
were
were
fun.
you were in the light parade after that too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when it came
Because the kids got to see,
back,
you know?
yeah, to DCA. One of the few times it's come back to DCA, I got to do Mr. Smee in that parade, and that was always fun. It was fun to get the crowd all excited, and I'd get the crowd cheering, and it was a blast. Like it
I missed the electrical parade.
yeah.
And Paint the Night.
Paint the Night, yeah. It was really a fun, unique job where it didn't feel like work most of the times, because you make friends and your friends are family. You're with them 8+ hours a day. Sometimes I was with them more than I was my own family, and that's just how most jobs are, right? And you make families there. You make friends, lifelong friendships there. To this day, I still talk to quite a few people that either still work there or moved on. But like I said, there was days where it didn't feel like work. I would go in and literally laughs all the time. For example, being part of that Playhouse Disney Junior show, I think I would physically work maybe 2.5 hours a day. There were 6 shows a day, and we would all kind of, if you were lucky, you only got to do maybe 4 shows, or some did 5, depending on the casting there. But physical, meaning actually going and doing the show, they're about 30 minutes long. When you add up the hours of the day, we all worked maybe 2.5 hours out of the entire day. The downtime was cool because it was like a setup like this. It was a break room, or a green room, if you will call it. And we had a big giant flats. They provided us with couches and a big flat screen TV in the wall, flat screen TV, Wi-Fi. Like, what more could you ask for, right? And there were times where we would just watch movies and we'd have a good time. We would just laugh and joke, and sometimes the jokes would carry on during the show, and it was literally going to work. It was like going to a party every day. It was really fun, and our bodies ached here and there, and we, you break a little bit of sweat, but we were in an air conditioned building. We didn't have to deal with cranky guests or anything like that. It was a fun experience to do that, and it was really neat. Even on top of that, I was starting to mention too, I met some really cool people that are, if you will, have been in the puppet industry as well. People that have worked for the Henson Company. A few guys that I've worked with before that were called puppet masters, that oversaw a lot of the puppet specific shows there. They've done a lot of movies as well. Some have been part of a lot of the Star Wars original, like Jabba the Hutt. Some people were puppeteering Jabba the Hutt. Team America, if you guys remember Team America, that was all marionette puppets. I got to work with a couple of the guys that got to be part of Team America. And I even got to meet a few of the people that work for the Henson Company as well, which was pretty cool. That would come in, and I could start name dropping people, but it was really cool to have met and worked alongside of all those talented performers that are still currently working to this day in the industry. So it was really neat, really fun experience. I miss it. I do. Talking about, I do miss the performing aspect. I don't know if my body can physically do that again. But I mean, the puppets we worked with, they were larger, and they were a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie, that they weren't sock puppets. They had some weight and heft to them, because they would have to last a long time. So they had to make them more durable. And but no, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm probably missing everything in the chat, or I probably put everyone asleep.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. I know you guys came for movie night and
We
we
came to chat, right?
came to chat. But yeah, if you ever want to talk about it, I'd be more than happy to talk on a live or DM me.
Thank you, Detroit. Yeah,
Detroit.
I think
Thank
he
you,
knows
Cordy.
a lot of stuff, and he could definitely share a lot of things as we're going through the parks. But he's too humble to
Mine.
brag. Which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Weren't you busy at one point?
Chatting is nice. Brianna says, I have a lot of questions.
Brianna knows everything. Brianna knows all the answers.
I know. How's the tornado watch going, Brianna?
You're also the Green Army guys.
And the Green Army guys? I know. He's done a lot of cool
Yeah.
stuff.
There's
A lot of
probably
cool stuff.
I'm probably on some YouTube videos back in the days. if there's any video uploaded. I mean, specifically, like I said, the bulk of my career there was
Thank you, Trish.
at Disney Junior, Playhouse Disney. My arm's probably up in one of those puppets on YouTube. So
Yeah.
it's fun. It was such a fun job. It was unique. Where else?
Oh, man,
Where else
Brianna.
can you find a job like that? I mean, yeah, there's Florida. I think Disneyland Paris still has their Disney Junior. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, our show here in California and the one in Florida,
Thank you,
they
Ruth.
revamped it.
Zombies! Hey, Zombies!
Zombies, how are you? Welcome in.
Cheers.
And can I just add, these things hold ice
Yes.
for like days. They keep your drink super cold.
Yeah.
Better than a Stanley.
I know, I've had ice in mine for like a few days. I've refilled it, but there's still a few chunks of ice that have been like a day or two old,
What
which
is
is nice.
Zombies command? What is it? Do you know? On the
I think we
spot.
just shared their link.
Did we? Okay, from
I don't know if I have a command. I'm gonna have to get on top of that, Zombies.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get your social media link in here.
We've got some work to do.
I think we have not Edward Furlongs. I think his is NEF. I can do that.
I got it. 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 Zombies. Yeah, it was pretty cool being able to take the kids when they were little to go see
Paint the night.
Paint the Night, yeah, but and you had to supervise the puppets, also the puppeteers in Paint the Night.
Yeah, Paint the Night. There was 2 puppet spots in that one. That was
Remember you walking the parade route?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Nemo puppets, Marlin and Nemo. That was fun. I know they didn't really have any speaking lines in the parade, but if there was anything in the park that had some eye blinks or some mouth openings, anything that could be articulated, myself and there was a team of us that were in charge, and we had to help train those people
Zombies.
on rehearsals. Hey, Zombies. And so that was always fun. Yeah, if you saw anything in the park that was a puppet or that resembled a puppet, we helped train those people as well. So, and it was cool because a lot of those people, for example, a lot of those union performers, those AGVAs, they would have never picked up that skill of puppetry. And after working there for Disney and working with our team, they're able to take that skill and add that to their resume to any other show or anything in Hollywood, for example, that requires that skill set. So it was nice knowing that that I got to contribute to their bag of tools, if you will, that I got to help them out with that. So that was always a plus. So whenever I see any of those people out performing in either a theme park or a commercial or a show, I'm like, hey, I taught them how to do that. It doesn't happen too often, but once in a while you'll see someone out in another park.
And Cordy, you're not in the park tonight, honey.
Jeremy, what's going on, friend? How are you? Is there anyone new in our...
Jeremy, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. We are watching Ghostbusters. We're kind of...
Where are we at?
Where are we at on it? We're an hour and 24 minutes in out of an hour and 45. So about 20 minutes left in the movie.
The original Ghostbusters.
The OG. And I don't know. I gotta tell you, I'm just always a fan of those first movies.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Sigourney Weaver. Like, this was her prime.
Yeah.
This was her prime. And the effects for the time were amazing. It's not all CG, right?
I know. There's just something about...
It actually was some talent behind all of this. You didn't just plug it into the computer and go.
And that's something that I do appreciate about films like in this generation is there's a lot of skill set that went into some of this.
Thank you for joining Berry Place. We'll see you in about 30 minutes on your stream.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
So yeah, whenever you see
61 away from 500.
What?
Maybe we'll do some long days in Disney next week. I think.
I know.
Maybe, and then we can do our giveaways.
Yes.
We got some fun giveaways for 500.
That's a puppet as well too.
And that's what brought all this up, is I knew that there was some puppets in Ghostbusters tonight, like these fun ghouls right here, and Slimer as well.
Slimer's a puppet.
Slimer as well was a puppet, so I thought that'd be a really cool tie to Damien's craft here. Horror trivia. That's a fun one. Zombies. Another cake at 500. Man, we need to walk some more after these cakes,
Heck
huh,
yeah,
Tina?
right?
So good to have Trish in here too.
I know.
All of you guys. You guys rock. You really do.
Yeah, of course, it's horror trivia. And I need to brush up on my horror stuff.
We need to watch some things.
I need to watch some
Maybe
new
we'll
horror.
Start tonight.
I'm always a creature of habit. I always go watch like the horror movies that I've always
Spaves.
grown up with, and yeah, I'll watch those over and over. It's not that I don't like the new horror movies. It's just, I don't know. I'm always just being pulled to the original stuff.
Yeah, same. It just you have your favorites and you know what's safe or what you enjoy, and you just go from there.
But I like a good, only because a lot of the movies now, for example, like slasher movies, they've really, not that I don't like a good slasher movie, but they've taken the liberties, if you will, as for gore these days. That's kind of why I said earlier I like the original Halloween, because there's not much gore in that one. If you go back and watch it, it's a fun, just popcorn 70s horror movie, if you will.
Zombie says, how many did Jason Voorhees kill in Friday the 13th?
The original?
The OG?
How many did Jason Voorhees kill in the original?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say a big fat 0.
Cordy in California says 0.
See?
Any other guesses?
I'm going to say 0.
0. The OG. She says OG. Anthony626 says none.
We got some horror fans
That's
in
some
here.
horror fan. We love this.
Are we right?
Christina
Or no?
Holmes says 4.
Christina says that he
4.
killed 4.
It's almost St. Patrick's Day, Christopher. Sunday. Don't forget to wear your green.
You ready, and everybody too.
Yes, we will get ready.
Absolutely.
You are correct. He didn't kill anyone, but who did?
His mother,
His mother.
Pamela. You should have you did her for your Women of Horror.
I don't think so.
Um,
I'm gonna start
what's her
getting,
name?
now that we're like half the month through, I'll start getting more into folks that are still with us.
I think she's still with us.
Yeah.
I forget the actress name.
Yeah.
I remember in her interview saying that she just kind of took the job because
The
there was.
mom.
Yes. Yeah, the mom did all the killing.
I mean, there's so many amazing women to cover still. I still want to cover, of course, Elvira, and you know, we've got current scream queens, and obviously one of my favorites is Sherry Moon, and I might get some hate on that one. That's okay. It's okay. But yeah, there's still a lot of awesome women to cover.
Since we're on the Friday the 13th, they've made several Friday the 13th movies.
Horror movies and
Is-
sweets. What a great combination. Yes.
What's if you guys like Friday the 13th, what's your favorite Friday the 13th
Do
movie?
another trivia, Zombies. Take it. Is there lag? Tina, do we have lag? We shouldn't.
Better not.
I know, we better not. Yeah, Zombies, give it to us.
I like Friday the 13th.
You had a moment, huh? I'm sorry. Anthony66
Betsy Palmer.
says Betsy Palmer
That's
passed
right.
away in 2015.
That's right. I
Shoot.
remember that. Yeah,
She's-
Betsy Palmer.
The first is your favorite.
The original's good.
Yeah.
Definitely good.
I will always probably side with the OG Zombies.
See, I remember my first experience with Friday the 13th. I can kind of remember it vividly. I saw it in the theater as a kid.
Gummy Castles and Tigger Tails. Heck yeah, girlfriend.
But I remember seeing that. The only reason why it sticks in my head because it was the only Friday the 13th movie that came out in 3D. And I remember getting 3D glasses for that movie. I was a kid. I think my mom took my sister and I to go see it. Why she did, I don't know. But my mom was more of the horror fan, and that's probably where I get it from. My mom loved all the old Twilight Zone. What do you call them? The black and white.
Okay, so hang
stories.
on. So Zombie says, what movie was originally titled The Babysitter's Murders?
I already know.
He knows.
You're giving me some easy ones.
Anthony626 says Halloween. Brianna says, my favorite scary movie is Twilight. Gets goosebumps. She's being sarcastic. First one, but also the final chapter. Freddy.
That would be... I saw Original 13 Ghosts at the theater. 3D glasses
And all. I can imagine.
Man, 13. Wow.
When a Stranger Calls. Okay. I remember When a Stranger Calls.
It's been a while. since
Wow.
I've seen
Right? Alright,
Did-
Zombies. Who's got this one? Who has got this one?
Ben-Hur. So yeah, I remember seeing that. And another trivia.
We gotta
is-
finish this trivia first. Hang on.
But the reason why I like Friday the 13th Part 3 is because
Halloween.
that's Halloween. That's
Halloween.
right.
I remember When a Stranger Calls. Man, that's taking it back.
That's where Jason gets his mask
Okay.
from Friday the 13th Part 3.
Okay.
He gets the iconic hockey mask. I'll never forget watching that scene on the screen. I was like,
The Lindsay No Hands
that's
for me.
scary.
Right, it was one or the other, huh, Rue?
Yes, Halloween. I remember hearing a documentary about that it was John Carpenter had originally had it titled Babysitting. The Babysitter. I can't even talk.
Sinners.
Babysitter Murderers or whatever. And, but it took place on Halloween. He's like, I'm sure that title's taken for a film. And, lo and behold, it wasn't even taken, so...
Right.
The rest is history that he was able to use that title for his movie. And what an iconic movie too, one of my favorites. Cordy, Scream is my favorite franchise. Are you excited, Cordy, with the news? I'm stoked. Not just for Nev Campbell, but the original writer for Scream. Who's coming back to direct. It's like Nev's just the cherry on top, but and it's actually his birthday today too, if you guys didn't know.
Cordy too. Cordy's ready too.
I'm excited because I think they're gonna bring back Matthew Lillard. That's the rumorville as Stu Macher, so we'll see. I know it's divided in the Scream community, but I think it'd be fun. I know people are like, no, he's dead, he can't come back, but
Christopher,
I
I
think
wish
he
Spring
might come
Break was
back.
100 days too.
yes, Matthew Lillard. I just the way he portrayed that character in Scream was he did an amazing job. New England was Freddy voice, but there's
Looks like we got a marshmallow mess on our hands here.
I
huh?
know. Oh, cool. Who is that, Little Rue? I'd love to know who does that. Who does the role of, check out on YouTube. It all
900
comes on
days. That's like
Halloween.
never going back to school, huh, Christopher?
Right? I'll have to check that out, Rue.
That would be a good break. I agree.
Same actor plays multiple characters. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm really stoked for Scream moving forward. There's been a lot of bad publicity with Scream recently because of the whole Melissa Barrera. She voiced her opinions on the whole Palestine things that are happening over the world with that specifically, and sadly Spyglass Studios decided to give her the boot. So, but I don't know, I think she's coming back in a future Scream movie. They'll bring them back. I'm not too worried. Candyman. I remember the original. Didn't they come out with a different Candyman? I think they came out. I know they made like 2 or maybe 3 Candymans, but I think they did a remake, but still used the same character.
Mm-hmm.
Something Todd. I forget the actor's name.
Yeah.
Tony
that
Todd
was a
or
good
Terry
one.
Todd. I forget the guy's name.
That was a good one, Candyman.
Tony Todd. Thank you, Zombies. There's Tony or Terry.
Was that your first scary movie, Christina?
That was a really good.
Candyman. was good.
Candyman was an amazing movie.
And in the end, the boy gets the girl.
I know, we should just do like a Living Dead family, like horror movie chat
I
night.
know, horror movie chat night. We just have to find a different platform to do it on so that we can keep this one, you know, quote unquote family friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to look into like Twitch and maybe do some like rated R movie nights.
Yeah, Brianna, Alien was one of my Alien and Aliens. And I'm not a big sequels fan. I loved both of those movies. Would you consider Alien a scary movie? Yeah,
It's part of the horror
I think
genre.
so. It's part of the horror. Yeah,
It's horror, sci-fi. I know it's
Yeah.
probably first a sci-fi movie, but
yeah,
it's right up there with horror as well. I mean that
yeah. I love Alien.
the way they that monster or the alien, if you will, is just phenomenal. That like they hit it out of the park with that costume.
Seriously,
Just the look, the design,
way ahead of its time.
it's just amazing.
If that thing came out today, it would still be
Oh yeah.
fire. All of it, the eggs, the babies, the mom.
As long as it's still done how it was back when it released. If they try to do it today, unfortunately, I think, and most of the when they make the new ones, or don't quote me, you guys can let me know. But I think the newer ones that they make, I don't know if it's. I think most of it's CG. They might even use a little bit of practical effects in it, but from what I've seen, like in the trailers and whatnot, it looks like a lot of it is done CG. So, but yeah, Alien, the first one, and then Aliens, the sequel.
Twitch. Cordy, we need to check out Twitch. I think he signed up for Twitch. You did, right? So that we could
That's
do
right. I think
karaoke.
Did I say Twitter?
He said, yeah,
I think I meant to say Twitch. I'm sorry.
Because we do karaoke on that, right?
Yeah, we do the karaoke on Twitch. So I think that's why I do have a Twitch. But I'm gonna have to. I might have to just
Aliens,
pick your brain, Cordy.
Probably one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. The new movie, It. Those were good. I remember we watched those in the theater.
Right, Pirate Girl Trish.
Didn't we watch those in the theater? Didn't we? It.
Yes,
new
we
ones?
watched that in the theater.
Well, we watched chapter 1 in the theater, and I think the second one.
Entity, Wendy Girl. I don't remember the Entity. 1982, the Entity.
Oh man, you have to refresh my brain on the Entity. My goodness. Yeah, I think I can just go through the whole entire list of horror movies, and there's still several I have not seen.
She says, I learned that you just don't save your videos and we can slip by without copyright.
I learned that you just don't. Okay. Now, Cordy, is it set up the same way, kind of like how we are like this, with the movie playing on the TV and just the camera looking at us like this? Because I see other people that.
On Twitch. Do we show the movie and then just erase it afterwards, or?
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out. We can probably chat offline or something.
Yeah.
And see how to do that. Because, yeah, I would like to start, as we get closer to Halloween, a lot of our favorite movies are
Entity.
rated R,
Screenshot that
obviously.
so we can look it up.
Most horror films are either PG-13 or rated R. So, like I said, we kind of want to keep this as a family YouTube channel as best we can. However, we would like to share our love for all of those, rated R movies. I mean, we could probably just spend days just watch scary movies with you guys. I know once October hits, we're just going to be busy in the parks.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing. Like we're gonna.
But they're still like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
But yeah, we can fill up the week with horror movies with you guys. If you guys are on Twitch, we can figure something out. And I don't know if there's any free movie. I have to go back and check if there's free stuff on YouTube. Sadly, not everyone has all the streaming platforms. Maybe some of you do. We don't have all the streaming platforms. We have a few. We got like Peacock and Hulu.
Yeah.
And and there's a few movies on there, so I would have to maybe just take a vote and see what movies are available to everyone that are rated R movies, I should say, that's available. Or maybe you guys have purchased a movie that's maybe not on a streaming platform. The Stuff. I think I remember that one.
I don't remember The Stuff. The Fog, the this, the that.
Well,
I
The
don't
Fog's a good
remember The
one.
Stuff.
You can't go wrong with any like John Carpenter movie.
Yeah, Twister. Now they've got that Twisters coming out.
Yeah. Or Stephen King. Stephen King just did a lot of good movies as well.
Yeah, Stephen King was
Stephen King's just
fire.
he's another icon in the horror genre.
The Fog was good, huh, Zombies?
I
I remember that scared me as a kid.
I didn't see
That
the
one
remake,
did.
but the original one is just unbeatable. The Stuff. I know I need to start writing these down, and maybe we can have this type of a movie night with you guys.
Supercell. Okay.
A love letter to Twister.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing Twisters, so it's Twister with an S. So is it like a sequel? I need to look into that. Yeah, the original The Fog was
Jaws
really
is
good.
what Brianna said. Jaws. You can't beat
Wicker
Jaws.
Man with Christopher Lee.
Jaws is amazing.
Witchboard.
I remember Witchboard.
Do you
as a
remember
kid.
Witchboard?
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember details of Witchboard.
Okay, Jaws is a classic. Yes.
Yeah, Jaws is always good. Another good movie. Yeah, definitely Jaws.
Is Twisters a remake? Okay. See, I don't know. The remakes.
Yeah, Leprechaun. I haven't seen that in a
Remakes.
minute.
The
My
Leprechaun.
goodness.
That's a good one. Appropriate timing, right?
I know this. The soundtrack to Jaws, right? Just those two notes.
For real.
Exactly. That.
For real.
Sometimes to this day, I hate going in the water. Just
I know.
afraid to see that fin pop out of the water.
Where's it at? Where's that fin? Nosferatu. Yep.
There you go. Yeah,
Yep.
that's really old school. You know what else we saw that was good? Was Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. Do you guys remember Salem's Lot?
And I think they're making another one.
I think so too.
I thought I saw buzz that they're making another Salem's Lot movie. I know we could probably just go on
and on.
I mean, we love this
Phantasm.
stuff. Phantasms are really good. Man,
A lot of fun with Jaws, right, Little Roo? I wouldn't even go in the pool.
I know the pool.
Being that little, I don't know why, just the imagination of a child. I thought that shark was going to come through the drain. The Saw franchise, especially the first one. The first one was really good.
That was really good.
That was a good one.
I kind of lost track after like the third or fourth one. They kept making
just
and
keep
making
going.
them.
Yeah.
Man, there's a new one that just came out recently that I heard was pretty good.
Phantasm.
That Saw.
Hell
Hell
House.
House. Man, I'm gonna 1 and 2. My goodness.
Okay. We're going to have to go back onto this and write all this down. Too funny. The Night Gallery series. Where's that to be watched? Do you know, Zombies? Yeah, I think the first 3 Saws were pretty good. After that,
Yeah.
I think we started to get a little tired, if you will. Psychological thrillers, for sure. Those are my favorites. The ones that keep you up at night with your head just racing.
I really liked, what's his name? Then he kind of just, and this is my opinion, M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I know you're an M. Night fan.
I liked his original movies, and then, I don't know, they just they were kind of predictable there.
I feel like he had 2 good ones.
So, Sixth Sense, right?
And
And
The
then
Village was okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of high hopes for Village.
It was okay. I put that in. It was good ones, but
Signs was pretty good.
was it?
The alien one.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But then he did one. Somehow, like, I don't know if he meant it to be a comedy, but maybe just the group of people I saw it with at that time, it was just hilarious. And like I saw like Will and Ryan and stuff, and we just laughed the whole time. But I forget what it was called. I just remember a guy had like lopsided. He had like one big muscular arm and one skinny arm. And
Five Nights at Freddy's. We did see
Five
that
Nights-
one.
Okay, speaking of puppets, a good friend of mine, sorry I have to go back on that, but a really good friend of mine that I used to work with at Disney,
Oh, shit.
he was one of the puppeteers in Five Nights at
That's
Freddy's.
right, yes.
He got
yes.
to puppet the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's, so... And I'm jealous because he got to meet Matthew
You
Lillard.
love M. Night movies.
Yeah, maybe I'll like interview him one of these days.
That's a good idea.
You guys might
Have
like
you
that.
seen Let Me In?
Let me in. I don't think so. I
I'm
don't
gonna have to
think
go
so.
back onto this feed and write down all these movies.
I still need to see. We haven't seen It Follows. I heard that one's really good. It Follows. That one's good. Oh man, there's.
Reese says, I was so scared of horror movies until I worked on one, and oh my god, best time I ever had on a set.
That's
That
awesome.
sounds fun.
I'd love
How
to hear
about
your
Don't
stories
Breathe?
about that.
I know
See,
probably a
that's
lot of
another good one.
story sharing that could go on here.
Hauntings of Bly Manor. Okay. And in Hell House, they are good shows. We need to jump in on some of those. And then we also started watching, and we really liked like season 1 and 2 of, oh gosh, what's the name of the show?
American Horror Story?
American Horror Story. Why did I blank on that?
Yeah.
We really got into like the first few seasons of that, and then I don't know what happened. We just got.
I think we got tired.
I think we just got tired.
Yeah.
Of
Maybe
American Horror
in
Story.
2, I mean, at first it was cool that it was the same characters, because we both really liked what's her name.
There
I know.
Our brain going as we get
Lane.
older. Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange. But then it was like, okay, I think it needed fresh faces, maybe. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was, but we kind of got bored
I
of
think
American
we got
Horror Story.
up to like Freak Show. I
I
think.
love Seven. Seven is one of my, and that is what I was just talking about. That's one of those movies that like just kept me up. Just kept me up. I didn't even know what the 7 deadliest sins were until I saw that movie, etc., etc. So it just it left a lot of thought.
The Nun, yes, Christopher. That's a good one too. The Nun. The
All these movie titles are scaring Christina.
the makeup on her is just fabulous. Even the actress that plays her, even I guess it's a compliment. Like just her look, she's got a real like striking, stunning look. Like she doesn't need the makeup because, my goodness. But you
Killer Clowns from Outer Space
throw that
was awesome, and it's just hilarious.
that's another one too that's free on YouTube. I was gonna put that in the voting
Yeah.
thing, but maybe the next time around.
Our
it's
daughter has
free.
loved that movie since she was little.
And we have the animatronic.
We have a Killer Clowns animatronic. We do.
We have Shorty.
We have Shorty.
Maybe we'll bring him out for Killer Clowns movie night.
Yeah.
He can watch the movie with us. But man, yeah, you guys are giving us a ton of good movies. Yeah, that whole Conjuring
love that movie.
universe is. They've done so many of spin-offs, if you will. It's they can probably just keep going on for days with the Conjuring. It's like one ghost story after another, right?
Conjuring, yeah.
There's so many. Was it Annabelle? She's part of the Conjuring universe.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Nun.
Yeah.
I heard they're gonna do a. Is it the Crooked Man? I think he's gonna get his own movie. Supposedly,
All kinds of spin-offs.
I don't know. That's just what I've heard.
Jeepers Creepers. I love Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, the first two.
I love
the original one.
Jeepers Creepers.
Man, that'd be a good movie
he's
night
like-
too.
He's probably my favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
like, from childhood, I loved Freddy Krueger. He was kind of like my favorite, boogeyman, if you will. I love Jeepers Creepers.
The cool thing with him is like they like slowly introduced him.
Yeah.
Like you didn't
And
see
his
him right
truck.
away.
I legit would
truck.
drive that truck. Beating you, or what was it?
Yeah, beating you.
Beating
is
you.
The truck. The cool thing with that character is just the way they
His mask.
the face and
His
then
wings.
well, that was what I was getting to. It's like then like you're
I
like he
love
looks
him.
cool already, and then there's a scene where his wings pop out, and you're like, oh my gosh,
I know.
this guy.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best looking. They should do. So I'm surprised none of these Universal.
Why
or,
he's named Damien right there.
I
and then
know,
you go,
right?
That's why.
I was properly
Yeah,
named.
He was properly named after that movie.
That's another fun one too. The
yeah.
Omen for
The
sure.
Omen.
It's all for you, Damien. Yeah, all of those movies are good. Jeepers Creeper, yep.
Jeepers
Gina
Creepers.
Phillips, really good movies.
And then I love, Susie and the Banshees, so that all ties
Yeah.
in too.
Now they just came out with another Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
I think it's on Hulu. I heard it didn't do too good though. It's called, was it called like Reborn or something like that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. You guys can let us know if it's worth a watch or not. If you guys seen the,
Is that the one we saw not too long ago?
I don't think so.
We saw one not too long ago. Wasn't the original one. I liked it. I forget.
Was it? No, I think they made 3 Jeepers, and then they just came out with one a few years ago, or maybe a year ago.
Okay.
I think it was like limited theatrical release, and then I think they just released it to streaming as well. But let us know if that's worth a watch or not. The recent Jeepers Creepers they made. So
Jeepers Creepers is based off a real story that is part of the latest movie. Okay, then I need to definitely check that out.
Reborn, yeah. Now there's a lot of controversy around the director or creator of Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why then we were like, well, on the fence of being supportive and all that.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah, there's some
forgot.
controversy with
Okay.
the director or creator. Forgive me.
Lawnmower Man.
Man, that's another good one. Man, you guys are throwing out some good ones.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But I mean, please take that aside. Not knowing any of that before, he really is like one of my favorites. Yeah, I love Jeepers Creepers.
I don't think I've seen Reanimator. My goodness, there's so many classics that I have not seen. Holy cow!
Reanimator.
I know. I remember looking as a kid. That was always the coolest things back when we had
Insidious.
when we had the video stores. We can go and rent movies. I would always just go straight to the horror section and just look at the boxes that were there and like, okay, whatever this is, this looks fun. But I remember seeing the box for Reanimator. I just never picked it up for whatever reason. I of course everything's streaming nowadays, so. But yeah, Insidious, the original Insidious was good.
The original, yeah.
That was a good like ghost story / like the newer generation of movies that were coming out in like the mid 2000s. That was really good. But another one I really like,
The Faceless Guys from the Twilight Zone, definitely.
oh, that's a great episode.
Definitely.
All day long. Have you
For all old Tina girl.
have you guys seen The Others? Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, The Others was really good.
That's like a really good ghost story.
Yeah.
It's
What's Children of the Corn?
it's
another,
definitely a good
another
watch.
scary movie. The OG Children of the Corn was good. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched The Others, that's a really good one. I've looked for it. I don't think it's streaming anywhere. I do have a physical copy of it. Just need to find a
player.
a DVD player. I gotta dig it out somewhere.
Yeah.
But Flatliners, my gosh.
Thing of DVDs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Books of DVDs somewhere.
I know we could chat horror movies all day, all night long, till the sun comes out.
Grandson is probably ready to go to bed. I think
Okay.
everyone's getting fussy.
And then plus, I think
We need to join Berry Place.
Berry Place is getting ready to do Speaking of
he's on.
trivia,
He's
is
on.
he already on?
Yeah.
Okay. We should have him do a horror movie trivia tonight since
I know.
we're all gonna go jump on his stream, right? We should go. What do you call it? Just attack his stream and say we demand horror trivia.
Find his
See if he.
deal again.
Yeah, well,
So we're gonna go ahead and start saying our goodbyes here.
raid.
Berry Place 28 started trivia night tonight. And I'm going to put his link right here. In case you guys aren't already there. He's doing trivia tonight. So, Little Roo, so much to say real quick. Little Roo, travel safe. However, whatever method of travel, looks like you're packing the car and you've got to wake up in 2 hours. Have an amazing trip. We will be there as much as we can. But I know how excited you and your family are about this trip and you getting to stream in the parks for this first time. We are so excited for you. We share in your joy and can't wait to see you doing what you've been preparing for here for like a month, right? So you're at 99 subscribers now. May you soar and have a safe trip, and God bless you and your family on your travels, and we'll see you in your streams.
Absolutely, my friend.
We'll
Looking
see
forward
you
to
in
it.
your streams.
Definitely. We're excited for you, my friend. So have fun. Take lots of pictures and video and make these memories last.
PJ and Jay are doing an Easter egg hunt. Yeah, there's a lot of folks. I know we got Winks in there. We've got PJ doing his thing. We've got Berry Place out there. Let's see. Hey, how are you? Oh, I hear you. It's okay. You're fine. No worries. No worries. Jen is still streaming for Donnieland. We got Winks. There's all kinds of good things going on tonight. So thank you for spending the last couple hours of your night with us and watching or not watching the movie. We had a lot of fun. We're going to jump into Berry Place right now. Hope to see you there or on multiple streams. We'll probably be all over the place. But and
then maybe next Thursday we'll do another.
Next Thursday we've got another ghost story night.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide Wednesday or Thursday of the next week. We will do Legend. Cordy, Legend. Let us know what night works good. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love you all. Have a safe night. Those of you in Ohio, we're thinking of you, praying for you, and may these tornadoes just completely dissipate into nothing.
Flip the camera around.
Yeah, we'll flip the camera around real quick.
And say good night to you. A proper good
night.
Hey, yeah.
I know.
So, yeah.
Thank you again. And travel safe, Rue. We'll see you. And everyone who's streaming, be safe out there tonight. And thank you. Thank you so much once again for joining us for basically just chatter.
I know. It was a chat night, but we're happy to have you guys here.
All right. Thank you from the Living Dead fam to you. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace out. All right. Can you guys do me a favor and take these things